All right, welcome in. We're joined now by, well, a very special guest, Tribe Manager Terry Francona. He's joining us live from the Tranquilo Golf Course in Lake Buena Vista, Florida, just outside of Orlando, the site of the Diamonds Resort Tournament of Champions. All the best LPGA golfers in America and around the world are there at this event, plus a lot of celebrity golfers as well. Terry, most importantly, first things first, how'd you swing them this week?
Doing highlights right now. Okay. You know what? The first day was horrendous. Today was just bad. So there's improvement. I think you got to know your, they say stay within yourself. I think I've stayed with myself about as good as you can.
All right, good. We're focusing on baseball then. But I do applaud your decision-making, Terry. You're out at a golf course in Florida. It's mid-70s. We see behind you it's very sunny. And here we are expecting a snowstorm this weekend. So we do appreciate you being with us. Terry, we're inside of a month away from pitchers and catchers reporting for spring training. At this point in your career, at this point in your life, what is it like the last few weeks leading up to spring training? Are you antsy? Are you excited to get started? Or would you maybe like another couple of weeks rest?
No. The first two, and then I'd probably add a couple. It's kind of a phenomenon. I mean, whether I was 36 years old in my first year or now 60 years old, 25 years later, you still get antsy, excited, some anxiety, a little bit of nerves, but genuine excitement to get started and see how good you can get. And it never is, it's the same every year. It takes a little bit more to get energized the older you get, but once the holidays turn around, you get into January, the excitement starts up all over again.
Yeah, but I'm sure it's tough at this point to leave the golf course now that you're already there. Hey, a lot of overhaul on the roster this year.
It's actually not.
Especially Cody Allen. He's a guy that was really a contributor for this team that went a long way in those 3 straight divisional championships. Reports today saying that he's going to sign with the Angels. Can you talk about what Cody Allen has meant to this franchise and maybe a little bit about the overhaul of this roster so far this offseason?
Well, you know what? From the first day I got here, that was 6 years in a row where I think the least amount of games he ever pitched was 70. That's a lot of pitching. And he took a lot of pride in being available every night. He and Brian Shaw together. And as a manager and as a coach, you appreciate that so much in your guys. Guys that'll take the ball even when maybe they're not at their best. And last year wasn't his best year, but he still took the ball, and he never ran away. He never made excuses, and I'm really happy he got his money.
As the years go on, Terry, is it easier or is it more difficult when you see guys like that than have to go to different teams? I mean, that's the nature of this business, but to see a guy like Cody Allen now have to go to the Angels and he's not going to be here in Cleveland, it's a sight that we haven't seen in a while.
Yeah, this is probably the most turnover we've had since I've been here. And in a way, it can be bittersweet. You're saying goodbye to people you obviously care about, but that means that new guys are coming into the fold, and it's our challenge to build up new relationships and get them as strong as they, there'll never be an excuse for losing because we have new guys. So again, we got our work cut out for us, but we'll never make an excuse.
You look so relaxed out there on the golf course, and I'm going to keep it that way, Terry. I'm not going to throw any tough ones your way, but I will say, been a lot of rumors about some of the starting pitchers on this staff. Do you expect you're going to go into the regular season next year with all 4 of those guys, all 4 guys that topped the 200 strikeout mark on this roster this year?
I think the best way I could put it is I'd be really surprised if they're not with us. And that's just how I feel. I think teams are crazy not to call us because we have really good starting pitching, but we also know the formula for winning, and we know it starts with our starting pitching, and we're not trying to get worse. I guarantee you that.
Well, that is good to hear. Terry, I'm going to ask you one more. I know that you've always got your finger on the pulse of Cleveland sports. There's been another name added to the fraternity of head coaches in this city. Have you run across Freddie Kitchens yet, the Browns' new head coach?
No, I didn't, but the day before I came to Cleveland, that was kind of circulating last week when I came back for Tribe Fest. That name was circulating, and it sounds like it's kind of a popular choice, especially with Mayfield. So I mean, I pull for everybody. And, you know, it was fun to see the Browns kind of become relevant and, you know, kind of, you know, be so competitive in every game. So hopefully this is another step to getting better than that.
And hopefully for Cleveland fans, the Browns are playing football even closer to training or to spring training next year and for many years in the future. Tribe manager Terry Francona, thank you so much for joining us from the Diamonds Resort Tournament of Champions. We appreciate you, and we'll see you at spring training.
Okay, thanks for having me. Take care, guys.